Saturday and just what you saw from them?
Just too many points. Gave up that long pass to Mike Davis where we were shoulder on a shoulder. We should have broke that up. So that long pass, and then when we got a turnover and the ball flipped to the blue zone, so we got the turnover, they flipped it. We just got to play better in the blue zone. But the yards per play were really good, and the rushing defense was pretty good. But so I think that's where we were. We got a lot of guys like missing assignments, young guys, but I thought they played hard with good energy. Positives, they didn't rush the ball for, it was 3.6 per carry where we wanted a 3.3, and then the yards per play were really good. Just I'd say scoring and blue zone is what we got to work on. So.
Where you're at right now, as far as it's spring, are you about where you wanted to be? Is this kind of,
we got a lot of new guys learning new positions, so I think it's going to take time still, over the summer. And guys, it's going to be how much they study and, put time in. But I think we're in a pretty good spot right now, like where we're at.
Talk about Craig, just the leadership he brings.
He's done a good job. He's good. He's more vocal than some of the guys we had in the past. He's been teaching guys really well. I like how he's playing too. I mean, he does a lot of how he plays. He's a good example. He plays hard, does his assignment exactly right. At the scrimmage, like when I was watching the tape, when a guy made a play, he was flying off the sideline and just really animated and stuff. And I think the guys saw that and they're rallying around it. So that part was good.
Can you talk about Rob Daniels' progression at safety, what you've seen there?
Just a work in progress right now is what I would say. He's got a lot to learn. That's a really hard position. And so he's learning and trying. And, I think it's going to be a thing where we just cross-train him a bunch because, in my opinion, he's going to have to play corner still, at times because he's one of the best corners on our team. And then we'd like to be able to play him at safety. But I'd say work in progress. He's got to put the time and, the effort into it. So.
You didn't need to see Craig on Saturday. How's his health overall? Right now?
I mean, I would have played him if he wouldn't have, he can't have contact right now. We probably would have played him a little bit. He's okay. He's going to be fine. I mean, he's gone through every practice, and so he's done a good job. He's got the, dinged up elbow where he can't have contact. It's healing, and if he was to go have contact, it could re-aggravate something that doesn't need to, but he'll be fine. I don't think he'll be wearing that brace in the fall. So.
Was he playing with that last year? I mean, I don't mean
At
the
the end of
brace.
the
I mean injury.
Did.
That I did see it late in the year.
He
right?
did late in the year. He fought through it, and then he did play with the brace, towards the end of the season. So he had that. I would say probably about midway through where he had it.
I think it needed surgery, or
no, they thought it was going to need surgery, and then he got like 3 or 4 opinions, and they decided not to do it, and it was a ligament, and now they think they got it all fixed up good. So it was actually good because I didn't think he was going to have any spring ball, and that wouldn't have been good at all. Where he's getting a bunch of reps, and he can lead, and I've played him a bunch at Cat, and he looks super comfortable right there right now.
Can you talk about some of the other guys that are competing with Craig for the other safety spot?
Yeah, I would say, I thought Dallin had a heck of a scrimmage. I like where he's at. Kai is doing some good things. Super athletic. He's got some maturing to do. Rob is another guy that we're looking at there, and then Sky is another guy that can play safety. So probably that group of guys right there, and then young guys coming in. I hope Kavika Fanua is ready. He looks ready, and we're hoping that he's ready to get in the 2 deep and push right there.
A lot of those guys played corner last year.
Yeah.
How does that help?
It's not good when you got a lot of safeties playing corner. I can tell you that much. But it's good. If you watch Dallin and Sky play right now, they just look so much more comfortable. I thought in the scrimmage both those guys were really physical. They came up and smacked into guys, and so it's good. When you have depth and you don't have to get guys out of position, it's always good.
Could the fact that it was an all-hands-on-deck year last year kind of pay off this year, do you think?
As far as you can't replace game experience, and you can't replace the knowledge, like Dallin was a true freshman. Chuck him in. Is he going to be way more ready this year? Heck yeah, and so definitely there is no substitution for playing ball, and game planning, the weekly game plan, and just being ready for that stuff. So.
When Jordan Johnson comes back, could this be kind of a year of playing size rather than field and boundary?
Well, I said answered this before. When we play those tempo offenses, you can't play sides. So last year, if you notice, we played sides a majority of the time, and so we're playing sides. If some team wants to huddle up every play, then we're going to try to get our matchups. But if we were playing our offense, there's no chance, that we'd be able to play sides. And so I'd say last year, at least 50% of the time, we didn't play sides. And sorry, no, go ahead.
No, yours is more important.
Go ahead.
All right, I was just going to say, speaking of Johnson, how's his knee coming along?
Steve Pincock said he's about 3 weeks out from being full go, cleared. So he's doing good. He's antsy. He went through a lot of. It's hard, man. It's a battle. So come to play football and all you get to do is school. It's not all that exciting, you know. So I think that's where he's been right now.
Seems most years there's a lot of guys you're waiting to come in to really contribute to the playing area. This year it doesn't seem like that. All your guys are pretty much here in the spring.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's some guys that we need to come in and play. You know, I'd like to see some of those edge rush guys come in and play. You know, Troy, Tyler, Fred, Kavika. I'd like to see those guys come in and have a role. The inside backers, you know, you never know. So
What
Can
is
Sam Lee make it
Hey,
back?
one more question.
I hope so.
Coach Benoit.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope Sam. Right now, he's projected to be back in the fall, and so how fast and like if it's going to be August 1st, I don't know, but I'm hoping and we're planning, and he's working for it. That would help too. So, yeah.
Thank